48 First Alert Weather Day. Sponsored by Mr. Electric, your area expert for home Generac generators.
All right, 48 First Alert meteorologist Eric Burke coming in here.
Just trying to get that radar set up perfectly for this weather hit. Nothing severe at the moment. That is the good news. We do have a flash flood warning right now for parts of Madison County. Still some very noisy storms out there. Thunder, lightning. This is all going to play a role in the morning commute. I was actually just looking at our Shoals Fly Breeze camera with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer, where that big concentration of lightning is coming out of Colbert County. This is going to head right toward you in Florence. The lightning counter substantial, 283, and some of the photos we received from you guys at home. I always appreciate you guys sending us your storm reports and your photos safely, of course. Not always the easiest thing to do, but we had those funnel clouds, tornadoes showing up, and one of the reasons we saw some of those funnel clouds and actual tornadoes, we had so much lightning out there. Still the case out the door this morning. Temperatures are starting to drop a bit from north to south. We've got mid-60s right now in Middle Tennessee. Some of you south of the Tennessee River still well into the 70s, but that is a big concentration of lightning right now. Just west and southwest of you. It's right on top of you in Cherokee, actually. If you're in Cherokee, I am sure it is beyond noisy out there by you. Not looking at anything severe, but that doesn't mean that cloud ground lightning, especially with that concentration, isn't going to potentially be dangerous for your morning commute. So this is all going to continue to track from west to east. We're going to look at the shear rate tool just to see if we see anything jumping out. Usually when we see that concentration of lightning, we think that this cell is potentially intensifying, and that looks like it might be the case. No warning on it at the moment, no plain as day rotation, but we'll keep an eye on that just because of the lightning jump and because you in Colbert County probably want to know what is going on, what am I waking up to, or like a lot of people on our Facebook Live, you have been with us all night since Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis started his coverage. More activity coming out of Tupelo and Baldwin. Eventually, these storms that are kind of just tracking east northeasterly, eventually they're going to start to track more south southeasterly, and that will bring an end to our rain showers. We actually have a nice dry mid to late morning period as well as into the afternoon. Also into parts of Franklin and Lawrence County too. Parts of Middle Tennessee, still a lot of lightning up there. This is through Giles County into parts of Lincoln County. I'm sure up there you guys are like, okay, when is enough enough? I'll turn on the lightning and you can see what I'm talking about right there from Pulaski out to Fayetteville. Nothing severe with that at this time. Decatur getting pretty noisy and rowdy yourselves, just tracking a lot of that lightning activity and of course that heavy rain threat. And we talked about this. If this big cluster, this line of embedded wind gusts and heavy rain, if it starts to slow down, we're definitely going to start to see some flash flooding across the area. We'll continue to keep an eye out for any flooding reports. I think Doug Hill Road had 8 inches of water over it at some point. That's getting pretty decent. That can make your car start to hydroplane a bit, but everything will eventually this morning start tracking off to the south. We are watching this big cluster though into parts of Colbert and Lauderdale County, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that. And we've said this all morning long. If needed, we'll go into continuous weather coverage.